It's 5 p.m. Give us a second. We're trying to find the yellow flags. Do you have them? Stop. No, stop. Just stop. Just stop, really. Okay, I think we're about ready. Delay a game. Delay a show.
All right, quiet on the set.
Shh, listen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world. Polkas After Dark. This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. It's another live broadcast, special edition. Now, your host, your USPA IJs of the Year for 2023, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. It's all good because you guys are here with us.
And we're here with you.
On Polkas After Dark on, let's see, I was going to say the OB, yeah, and the Facebook thingy.
There we go. That's
right. Hey, we got a few people in here already. This is kind of fun. We're going to say hello to a bunch of folks here. Let's see, we've got... we've got Evan Bozzarelli that is tuned in. Jail, Jeff and Gail Franzek are here. Also have Jane Pfeiffer, Joe Mrozinski. Let's see here. Bernie Kozlowski is here. Chris Hebel is joining us. And we've got, as you can see right up there, we are all ready for the big game today. And we sure hope that you guys are too. You may not know this or not, but we are going to be speaking live with Robyn Mrozinski in just a little while. About less than a half an hour, as a matter of fact.
Why would I not know that?
Hey, Chris Curtis is here. Hello to you, Chris. And what did Evan say? He says, I love you too. You look great. Well, geez.
We always try to dress for the occasion.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're going to say hi to Kathy Urbanzek. She's there. And we want to say get well wishes to Mr. Whitey Rignetz out there in Chi-Town, Chicago, Illinois. And check your mic there.
Check my mic.
Yeah, there you go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Yeah.
It
hey,
was.
Let's go ahead and get some tunes started here by the Twin City Sounds. We're also going to say hi. It looks like Nicole Mrozinski is joining us as well.
And
of course, Linda Petrozeski from Niagara Falls, New York. As you can see, we're excited not only to talk with Robyn in a little bit, but also for that big game. I do want to make mention, folks, that we are going to be ending the show a little early. We usually go till 7 p.m. Eastern time. However,
we know nobody'd be with us.
With the big game, you're right. And we're going to be done at about 6:15 Eastern time here so that we can get our beverages ready, our food ready for the big game, because it's going to be a good one. Hey, and also, you know what else is going to be a good one? How about I'm Feeling It?
I'm feeling it, this love thing you have for me. I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it.
Hey, good afternoon to Mr. Andrew Haverlick, too. He is joining us.
When you're here beside me, my heart skips a beat or two. No one else can make me feel that way. A special set of feelings saved especially for you. That's why I'm here, and here is where I'll stay. Trials, tribulations, they don't get in our way. We make it through whatever come what may. Still I say, I'm feeling it, this loving thing you have for me. I'm feeling it, in everything I do. Words cannot describe all the things you do to me, but I'm feeling it. That love you have for me, I know you're feeling it. That love I have for you.
Hey, gonna send this one out to our Dunkirk contingent down there. Yes, sirree. Hey, also I know Steve Gramola tunes in from Dunkirk as well. Hope you guys have dug out from your snow.
All the sweet things in this life are sweeter, dear, with you. Being with you brightens every day. Having so much fun with all the things we say and do. I wouldn't have it any other way. One thing's crystal clear, I'm for you and you're for me. And that's the way it's always gonna be. Eternally. I'm feeling it, this loving thing you have for me. I'm feeling it, in everything I do. Words cannot describe all the things you do to me, but I'm feeling it. That love you have for me, I know you're feeling it. That love I have for you.
Oh yeah, that's I'm Feeling It, a little bit of Robyn on the vocal with the Twin City Sounds, and we're going to be talking live with her in just a little while. Hey, we're going to say hi to Tanya Mickens. Hello to you. That's Don Zastav, sister, by the way. I know you were going to ask that, Jerry.
I was.
Hey, also, who posted something there in YouTube already?
We
What did they say?
have a wide world of trains
I don't know who that is.
posted. Finally, fair and impartial referees. Now, if this was the battle of the polka bands, it might be another story.
Yeah.
But we'll be fair.
Fair
Xander
and-
just joined us. Hello
Hey,
to
hi,
you.
Xander.
We also have Eric Karowski.
Eric
Hey to
Karowski.
you. And Evan Bozzarelli jumped over here as well.
Aha.
Kind of playing both. And Wide World Train said the snow all cleared out here in Dunkirk.
Good. I want to know if that is Kenny and his wife Nancy. If not, it may be somebody entirely different. I don't know. Now, you said impartial
Impartial.
referees, huh?
Yep.
That's
That's
what
us.
you think. That's what you think. Hey, Polkas After Dark is what you're tuned to, kids. The Sunday afternoon edition where we get a chance to talk with somebody live and interview them. And in the hot seat today is going to be none other than Robyn Mrozinski from Minneapolis, Minnesota. But she is not in Minnesota right now. No, and she's not in Kansas either. and I don't think she's in New Orleans, but I think she's someplace else. I have no idea, but maybe we'll find out. Hey, here's a tune that she recorded on fiddle. Here's one called Just Fiddling Around, and here is the John Filipchek and the Classics Orchestra. Oh, yeah, a little bit of fiddling around there. That's just fiddling around, and that is the John Filipczyk Band. Hey, guys, gals, we want to welcome to the site here as well Mr. Mike Novak. He is tuned in. Also, Donna Chury is tuned in. Hello to you. Tina Curtis Goebel is joining us. And, of course, Jan Dipiatic. Well, welcome to the site here. What are we? We're on the 50-yard line, which is kind of good.
Okay, so welcome to the 50-yard line.
Yeah. Hey, we want to know something, kids. While you're in here, let us know who you are going to be rooting for today.
We know Chris Tansky is going to be rooting for the Eagles.
And so is Andrew. And whatever team you are rooting for, go them. If we can say that, go them.
Go them. That's
go
good.
them. Thank you very much. I just made that
and
up
may
as a
the
matter of
best
fact.
team win.
That's right, exactly. Here's another Twin Cities Sounds tune. Here's one called Good Spirits Polka. Polkas After Dark. That's what you're tuned to. Oh, over there. Sorry. I keep doing that all the time. I don't know why.
Korszołeczka dobre trunek, na wesołości fracunek. Piją starsze, piją młodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi. Piją starsze, piją młodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi. Korszołeczka dobre trunek, na wesołości fracunek. Czym nie grzeje, leży chodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi. Czym nie grzeje, leży chodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi, korszołeczka nie zaszkodzi. Korszołeczka dobre trunek, na wesołości fracunek. Piją w karczmie, piją w domu, nie darują jej nikomu, nie darują jej nikomu. Piją w karczmie, piją w domu, nie darują jej nikomu, nie darują jej nikomu.
Oh, yeah, another great tune there by Twin City Sounds. We're playing a lot of Twin City Sounds today, and also the John Filipczyk Band, because we're going to be interviewing Robyn in just, I want to say I'm going to be giving her a call in about 10 minutes or so, 9 minutes to be exact. Dana Lindblad is here. Hello to you, Dana. Also, Carol Sheminski is here, and it looks like, let's see, well, aren't you two adorable? See, all we had to do is just put on the referee outfits, and that's it. Everybody loves us. Son of a gun. Hey, we are celebrating today because there's going to be a big game on TV. We can't actually say what the game is. We're not allowed to due to copyright infringement, and we don't contribute to the NFL, so that's the reason why we can't do that. People ask, gee, why can't you do that? That is the reason why. Yeah, I bet you didn't know that either, did you? That's an old radio thing that I learned about many, many, many moons ago. Hey, we got some more polka music coming your way. How about a little bit of Top of the World?
The new tones from Western Pennsylvania feature Stacey Morris, Vicky Zabrowski, and Pammy Spalding. Their smooth vocals are featured on many of their songs, such as this one, On Top of the World.
Hey, good evening to Mr. David Korch. Welcome. little bit of Top of the World polka right there. Twin City Sounds. Robyn on the vocal. Jerry, you were going to mention something.
Yeah, I was just scrolling on the news, and it says 108 million working hours will be down the drain tomorrow because of the
that game, that big
SB
game.
flu.
There you go, because of the flu. That's right. Yeah, a lot of people. That is the most.
I thought that number was pretty astonishing, but when you think about it,
no, that is the most called off day in work history. You're right about that.
crazy.
Because everybody has those big parties. Hey, kids, if you're having a party tonight, let us know.
What time we should be over?
No, we're not going to come. No, but let us know if you're having a party. Let us know what kind of eats you're going to have. Maybe you're tuned in at a bar or a family get together, or maybe you're just staying home like Jerry and I and watching the big game tonight. And we can't call
And
in
we're having
sick tomorrow.
taco salad because it's easy.
Yeah, there you go. Taco salad. Beautiful.
That's our
Hello
eats.
to Mary Lou Cherniak. She is here. Hey, who else do we have? We've got another song here that we want to bring up by the Twin City Sounds. Here's one called I Need More Time. Hey, once again, let us know where you're tuned in from and also who you're going to be voting for.
They stand by the door at the end of the night. She softly whispers, "Sweetheart, do you really have to go?" He tells her that he's sorry and he wishes he could stay. Her heart breaks as she says, "I need more time. I need more time to hold you and to kiss you. I need more time to show you how you mean the world to me. So many things to do and say, or you have to go away. I need more time to show you how much I love you." She stands by the window, her eyes filled with tears. She softly whispers, "Daddy, do you really have to go?" He tells her that he's sorry and he wishes he could stay. His heart breaks as he says, "I need more time. I need more time to hold you and to kiss you. I need more time to show you how you mean the world to me. So many things to do and say before I have to go away. I need more time to show you how much I love you." She watches as they grow and start to find their way. She wishes she could hang on, but still she must let go. Not sure if they're ready and the time does not seem right. Her heart breaks as she thinks, "I need more time. I need more time to hold you and to kiss you. I need more time to show you how you mean the world to me. So many things to do and say before I have to go away. I need more time to show you how much I love you."
Yeah, nice ending to that one. That's called I Need More Time. And we don't actually need more time, Jerry. We're going to be given a call right after we start this song featuring Mr. Bernie Kozlowski on the vocal. It's an old Sherman tune.
Cool.
Bobby Sherman. Here's one called La, La, and Another La.
La la la, la la la. There's nothing in the world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. I'm just a lonely boy in a great big lonely world. Someone like you could make my dreams come true. And all the mountains I could climb if you just put your hand in mine. Ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. There's nothing in the world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. You can make a rainy day sunny in my mind. You make the world seem like a friend to me. And there ain't nothing I couldn't do if you were there to see me through. And I loved you and knew that you loved me. La la la, la la la. There's nothing in the world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. I would feel 10 feet tall if you were at my side. Ain't nothing in this world I couldn't do. The kings would give up thrones to be in love for just 1 hour like me. And that's the way I'd feel if I had you. La la la, la la la. There's nothing in the world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you. La la la, la la la. There's nothing in the world I couldn't do. La la la, la la la. My dreams would all come true if I had you.
Hey, that's the Twin City Sounds, and we want to acknowledge right now that we have the lovely, lovely Robyn Mrozinski on the phone here with us. Robyn, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, and your voice sounds so good. You've got like an FM voice there. Sounds like, holy smokes. Hey, first of all, I got to thank you very much for taking the time to join us today. And
Well, thank you too. This is an honor.
hey, well, this is going to be a lot of fun. I think the last time we saw each other was at IPA or USPA last year.
I think it was USPA, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, we're going to say hello to Dennis Poliski, by the way. He is tuned in, and we have some pictures up that we are showing right now, Robyn, and thank you once again for getting those over to us. That is greatly appreciated. Hey, so I'm going to start out just by asking the basic questions. Robyn, how old were you when you heard your first polka song?
I don't even remember. Like most of the people you've interviewed, I grew up with this. It's something that was part of my lifetime. My dad played in a band ever since I can remember, so it's just second nature to me.
Gotcha.
I mean, my mom asked me, do you ever remember not knowing how to dance? And I said, I really don't.
Nice. Hey, and you know what? You brought something to light, because I've got to ask this question. Inquiring minds want to know. You are related to the Mrozinskis that were I'm going to say this, the Pink Band, P-I-N-K, because they had a pink set of drums, a pink bass guitar. What relation was that to you?
So the Mrozinski brothers, most people know Tom Mrozinski. He played in the band, but his brother Pete was my father-in-law.
Okay.
And Pete was kind of the mastermind behind all the marketing and that kind of stuff. So the pink thing was his idea.
And it worked because everybody that knows the Mrozinskis talk about it. That is for sure. Hey, so Twin Cities Sounds, that's not the first band that you ever played with. So tell us, what was the first band that you ever performed with?
The first band I played with was John Flipchick and the Classics. And John lived really close to my parents. And he needed a bass player. And he asked my parents if they would. I was 15 years old at the time. And he came over and asked if he could take me on the road. And, you know, we loved John and Myrna. And our families were always great friends. And so my parents said, yes, you can take her, but take good care of her. And they really did.
Oh, that's nice. Now, were you playing, how old were you when you played your first instrument? And what was the first instrument? Was it bass?
No, first instrument was piano.
Oh.
I started playing piano in church when I was 9 years old.
Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Okay, so you went from piano to what then?
Piano to violin. I took violin lessons when I was in school.
Okay, now that I didn't actually know until today that you played violin. I know you played bass, and you also play concertina too, don't you?
Yes.
So you are multi-talented as well. What else do you play besides those instruments, Robyn?
I can chord along a little bit on guitar. Nothing fancy.
Oh, okay. So lead guitar or acoustic, right?
Yes. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to ask this and I have to anyhow, how did the band get their name? Who formed the Twin City Sounds?
Oh, well, that's a story most people don't know.
Okay.
It started
they will
way
now.
back. They will now, yeah. It started way back at the county fair. Our county fair reached out to Artie Schaefer, who lived in Stillwater, really close to where I grew up, and wanted to know if he could put together a band. And he says, I don't really want to, but I know somebody who could.
Oh.
And so he contacted me and he wanted to see if I would play. And we kind of threw together a bunch of local musicians, and we had no idea what to call ourselves. And I said, well, we live in the Twin Cities. How about Twin Cities Sounds? And so that's what we stuck on the flyer. And it was just this throw together band. And then we only played one job as that configuration. But then when Peter and I got married and wanted to start a band, he said, what should we call the band? And I threw that name out there. I said, we only played one job, but it could work. And the band said, yeah, let's go with that. So that's kind of how we got our name.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing. And, I kind of jumped the gun because let me also ask too, what band did you play with after John's band?
We went right to Twin City Sounds.
Right,
because
okay.
Peter and I got married, and we formed Twin City Sounds right after that.
Oh, interesting. As a matter of fact, I found a typo in your name, and I just corrected that. It's amazing what you can do in the background of these things. But
multitasking.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you have to do unfortunately with a lot of these things. So, do you remember the first gig that you played with John's band, and then also the first gig? Well, you said that you put together a flyer. But where was the first big gig that you guys performed as Twin Cities?
It was for a little tiny bar in Denham, Minnesota.
Denham? Whereabouts is that?
It's kind of up by Sturgeon Lake, northern Minnesota. It's where my dad grew up. And the guy was putting together a yearly corn feed, and he heard that we had a band and he wanted us to play, so we decided to go for it. And I think it was only 3 or 4 piece at the time.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Do you have a personal favorite genre of music that you like to listen to, Robyn, when you're not listening to polkas?
I listen to pretty much everything,
Do you?
but Spotify tells me that I listen to a lot of contemporary Christian stuff.
Oh, nice. Jerry and I listen to a radio station called Caleb, and that is also Christian music here. And there is a song that she fell in love with. I don't know if you know, but she lost her mom in October, and her mom loved the song Psalm 23, I believe it was. And so we listen to that a great deal as well, that station, when we're not listening to polkas. But polkas is kind of like our favorite, our number one go-to when it comes to that. So how old were you when you picked up the violin?
Violin, I think I was 5th grade.
5th grade. So that would
I'm
have
not
been
sure
maybe-
how old that makes me.
That makes you about 11 or 12, if memory serves me
That sounds
correctly.
about right. And I
Yeah.
only took lessons for a couple years. And I
Ah.
remember my teacher telling me when I decided to quit, she was very upset with me. And
Aw.
she said, go ahead and quit. You're never going to go anywhere with this then if you don't keep going. So
Wow.
I guess I showed her.
There you go. Good for you. Doesn't it give you a nice feeling in the gut that you're able to say, ha ha, look what I did? It has to. It really does. Hey, do you speak Polish?
I don't speak it, but I can understand a good amount of it.
Okay. And of course, you can sing Polish. Do you write it out phonetically, or can you actually read it?
I can actually read it.
Oh, nice. Nice. And mom and dad, are they Polish?
My dad is 100% Polish and my mom is 100% German.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Cool.
And my husband's dad is 100% German and 100% Polish, and his mom is 100% German. So our kids are still 50% Polish and 50% German.
Beautiful. Now, also, you're speaking of kids. First of all, I want to hear a little bit about Nicole playing in the band. You had shared a story with me a little while ago. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about how you guys found out that Nicole was able to play concertina?
Yeah, we had no idea. She absolutely surprised us. Peter and I, in the summertime, we go on walks every night. It's just kind of our time to connect and hang out together. And she knew that. So she was using that time when we were on our walks to teach herself concertina. And we came home early one time and we heard the concertina playing. And we said, who is that? Go down in the basement, and here she is, just a playing away. Had no idea.
That is amazing. So how long has she been playing concertina?
About 2.5, 3 years, maybe. Coming up on 3 years.
That's it. And I've seen some videos of her performing with you guys, as well as jamming with some others. And, truly amazing. We don't like to call it a talent on Polkas After Dark. We like to call it a God-given gift, because essentially that is what it is. I mean, it's simple, and it's truly amazing that that she is able to do that. Now, does she play other instruments as well? I'm just curious.
She does play a little bit of guitar,
Okay.
and I've caught her playing piano a little bit too, but she doesn't admit to that.
Awesome. And let's see here. She recently won an award. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? And then we'll direct everything back to you, I promise.
Yeah, she won the Freddie K. Jr. Scholarship Award. Yeah.
That is great. Now, that is given to folks, I think, is it once a year they select someone?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good for her. Congratulations to her. Do you have, close your eyes for me, do you have a favorite band that you have never performed with or played with, but you've always wanted to, past or present? Now open your eyes.
I'm going to take this question in a slightly different direction.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
Yeah, kind of. For our family functions, my in-laws and my parents knew each other before Peter and I were even born. So all of our family functions were just combined, and it was always one great big party. And so naturally, they knew each other through the music business, so there was always music being played. So every Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever, we'd kind of end up in the basement and start jamming. And it would always be my dad, Peter's dad, Peter and I, and then our oldest daughter was old enough. She was playing guitar at the time too. My father-in-law passed away before he knew that Nicole played, or before Nicole started playing.
Well, sorry to hear that.
I guess my dream band would be to have that whole family together playing together one time, because I think that would just be so cool.
It sure would. Most definitely. Family is everything. That is for sure. You've recorded, maybe 6, 7 recordings already? Have they all been in the same studio, or have you recorded at different studios for these different projects?
I recorded in 3 different studios, actually, because I did record a non-polka album too.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on a second. Time out. Okay. I have to find this out. What is the recording that you did non-polka?
It was for our church band. So I was very active in the band at church. I was the music director at church for a little bit there. And the praise group decided to put together a recording. So we did kind of a live recording within the church.
Oh, nice. And talk about great acoustics, huh?
Oh, yeah, it was wonderful.
Always. What instrument did you play? Did you play piano during that time? Did you play bass during that, or did you just sing?
I played piano for that time.
Okay, all right. And did you do any vocals?
No, I didn't. Nobody knew I could sing then.
Aha, interesting. So when did people find out, when did the band find out that you could sing? And I'm probably going back now to John's band, am I correct?
Yeah, probably right around that time. Yeah, I think it was kind of born out of necessity, because we had a lot of little places around Minnesota that would have music, and it was just little 2-piece groups, a concertina and a drummer.
Oh.
And 4 hours of instrumentals can get pretty tiring after a while. So somebody had to sing, and it became me. And the more I did it, the more we realized that I can actually do this a little bit.
Beautiful. And you do it so well too. I have to toss
thank
that
you.
in there. Now, do you have I'm getting ahead of myself. I was going to ask you if you have a favorite song that you like to sing, but I'll ask you that. Do you have a favorite song that you like to sing, either when you're performing or in the shower or in the basement running the vacuum?
Yeah, I would have to say probably Forever My Baby. I mean, most of my songs, when I write them, they can go any direction, but that one's very obviously about my kids. So, yeah.
And
the first time I performed that, Peter did this grand introduction about what it's all about, and I was pregnant with Nicole at the time.
Aww.
And I had my oldest daughter at my feet, and so I'm all hormonal and everything, and I just broke down and sobbed. I couldn't sing the thing at all.
And what is it called again?
It's called Forever My Baby.
Forever My Baby. Gotcha. And I know we do, I don't know if we have that or not. I don't think we do. Was that recorded?
Yeah, I think it's on In the Meantime.
In the Meantime. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to look that up at some point. Also, so getting back to the recording studios that you recorded in, you said you mentioned a couple, and what were the studios?
Everything that I did with John Flipcheck was recorded with Joey Johnson in his, he had a studio in his house.
Okay, which a lot of folks do.
Yep. And then all of the Twin City Sound stuff was recorded in our basement. Hank Kasevich came out and he set up his little mobile studio, and we just had a blast.
Now, your husband Peter, because you do have a musical family, and your husband Peter plays drums with the band, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to ask you this. Usually I don't, but how did you guys meet, you and Peter?
Like I said, our parents knew each other before, so our mothers set us up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's like the most arranged marriage possible. They traded goats over the deal. It all worked out very nicely.
Priceless. Here it is. Hey, what do you guys have on the schedule for this year? Because I see that you guys do play a lot, not only in Minnesota but other states as well. What do you guys have on the schedule?
We have Kashmir Pulaski Days coming up. That's in Pulaski, Wisconsin. That's going to be in March.
All right.
We have Pulaski Polka Days Saturday night.
Oh,
We're going to be
nice.
alternating with Polka Family.
Oh, beautiful.
And then we've got IPA coming up in September.
September, okay.
We have Posen Potato Days in Posen, Michigan.
Wow, I played that with the Dynatones umpteen years ago. I want to say probably back in the 90s. And boy, was that a fun time. That's actually like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's actually like a huge barn or something that they set everything up in, or at least they did at that time.
Yeah, I've never been to that one, so we're excited for it. But we love Michigan and
Yeah.
all the Michigan people.
Yeah, here. Let me also check and see, what was your most memorable gig that you played? And this could be, maybe it was a large crowd. Maybe it was the band was firing on all 8 cylinders and everything just sounded good, but maybe there weren't a lot of people there. So what's your most memorable gig?
I would say, well, most people, we played for a St. Paul Saints baseball game one time. So,
Oh.
there's a stadium full of people there, but I don't think that they were all there to hear us. Most memorable, I would say we played for Eddie and Tish Blazonczyk, and Eddie Sr. came to hear us. And he was sitting in the crowd and he was singing a song along with me. And he was just singing with all that passion that he had.
Oh, yeah.
And we were singing a waltz together pretty much. And I saw tears streaming down his face.
Oh, you
And I mean,
gotta
that
be
was just
kidding.
so cool to be able to connect with, one of your idols like that.
Oh,
you know.
sure. And I was going to ask you next, who did you idolize growing up? And this could be in any genre of music whatsoever, but going into music, who did you idolize while you were growing up?
I would say that I'm going to keep it really close to home again. It would be my own father and my father-in-law, because they just had the most impact on me musically, but as life too.
Yeah. Oh, that's priceless. That really is. Hey, tell us about the folks in the band right now with Twin Cities that you are performing with. We interviewed your horn man, and that is, of course, Bernie Kozlowski, just a few weeks ago. And I, of course, have known Bernie for, oh gosh, I want to say since the 70s. I don't want to say we grew up together, but he, Randy, and myself kind of grew up together in a sense with the polka music world. But tell us some of the guys that you're performing with right now.
Well, there's Bernie. Bernie's been with us pretty much from the beginning. Well, all of our guys have. We've had this configuration since probably about 1999, 2000.
Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, and I mean, it just works. We really like these guys. We just get along. We're great friends outside of music, and I mean, we do stuff together just for fun, and couldn't ask for a better group of people to play with.
Yeah. So you guys actually see each other and do things together outside of polkas.
Absolutely.
Oh man, that's nice too. That really is. The camaraderie with the bands, I know with playing with Jimmy Weber and the Sounds and the Dynatones, we had a lot of fun doing stuff on the side too, not just, performing on stage. But that really means a lot, because when you do get up on stage, your heart is definitely into it no matter what. But
yeah,
some of the
every
things,
gig is a good gig.
yeah, and some of the things you guys do, it just clicks. And I'm sure this has happened to you too, where you're playing a song and all of a sudden you guys do something just a little bit different in it, and you look at each other and say, hey, that sounded pretty good.
Yeah, it's not planned, but it all just kind of happens because you can read each other's minds at this point.
Yeah, yeah, here. Now, who are some of the other musicians that you have shared this stage with besides John's band and besides, Twin Cities? Have you worked with any other groups over the course of,
I've
or
worked with
even
some of
filled in?
our local groups around town and everything too.
Okay.
Pretty tight knit community in Minnesota.
Gotcha. Okay, and let's see here. I'd already asked you if you had a favorite song that you like to sing, and I was trying to look that up, and unfortunately, for some reason, I can't find that in my database. So I'm going to check it after we're done with the interview. And I don't know if you know that. Well, you do know this because you said that you've caught some of the interviews, and I know you don't catch them on Sundays because a lot of times you guys are playing someplace. But the interviews are available on Facebook, in the archives, and also our YouTube channel. And if anybody misses this, any segment, or they want to go back and listen to something else, they'll be able to tune into our YouTube channel, click on the live button, and then just type in Robyn, Robyn, and interview, and boom, it'll pop you right up after this. It's usually available, I want to say about 7 p.m., but since we're going to be closing the broadcast due to that big game tonight, we're going to probably have it made available by about 6:30 or so. Robyn, let me ask you this too. Have you ever imagined in your wildest dreams that your music career would have taken off and led you down the path right now that you have been?
No. I mean, it was always supposed to be kind of a hobby, and it still is.
Sure.
But I mean, to be able to play with my husband and my daughter, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
No, not at all.
And like I said, the other guys too, we just have a lot of fun together, and proud to call them friends and colleagues, and it's just great.
Awesome. I also like to ask things like, what do you do for a day job, and without divulging the company name? Are you able to tell us a little bit about what you do during the week?
Yes. Peter and I own a company that builds trade show displays and ships them around the country and sets them up. And that's where I am now, is on the road. And we just got done setting up for a show in Florida, and heading back tomorrow.
And the weather is gorgeous down there, which
it really is.
Yeah. You're going to love getting back to, let's see, what Minnesota weather is probably very close to ours, maybe even a little bit colder at points, but you're going to be going back home to what, like the 30s?
Oh, I think it's like about 18 where we are right now. And I think we just got a bunch of snow too.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's always a lot of fun for sure. I'm going to ask you a question now that Bernie actually had created for us when we saw him at the USPA. And I want to say that might have been, last year or the year before? I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken. But he said, you got to ask this question. Do you have a most embarrassing moment on stage?
Oh my goodness, most embarrassing, huh?
Yeah. And if you have more than one, that's fine because you're not on the clock.
Yeah, there's one that kind of comes to mind. We were hired by Gene Swick to play in California.
Oh.
And Gene, he took care of everybody, and it was always a great time. So
sure
you
did.
want to really do a good job for him.
Yeah.
And we decided, when we started sound checking, I'm not sure, Peter called a song that we don't normally do, or we may have recently changed it. I don't really remember the circumstances, but I know that all 5 of us were in a different key.
I love that. I really do. I know I have a sick mind, but I love that.
And the thing is we were all waiting for everybody else to change. And we just all kept playing in whatever key we started it. And we finished the song that way. And at this point, we saw the look of panic on Gene's face.
Oh, beautiful.
And we just finished it and all kind of looked at each other and we're like, well, I think that went pretty good, huh, guys? And Gene was just like ashen. what did I do here?
I do miss that guy something awful. He was great. I'd always see him at Seven Springs. He had flown the band out, the Dynatones, to play in Fontana, California, along with John Gura's band, and just what an amazing host. And I gotta tell you, we really, really miss that guy something awful. Just a top-notch #1 guy.
He was one of a kind for sure. Heart
Yeah.
of gold.
Hey, so what is your latest recording, and are you guys thinking about doing any more recordings in the upcoming future?
Well, I'm never going to say never. It's not something that we have on the short list, but I'm sure as we keep going, it'll. I know Bernie keeps asking for it, and the other guys keep saying, "Hey, what about this? What about this?"
Yeah.
So it'll probably only be a matter of time.
Who actually writes down? Who does your charts for you guys? Is it Bernie? Is it you? Do you guys all collectively get together and say, okay, we're going to play this song and it's going to be in D and vocal in A or vocal in G, and let's go ahead and jot everything down? Who does that for the band?
It's really a group effort. We'll get together for a practice, and people will say, hey, I've got this idea, and we'll try it, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Sure.
But no idea is a bad idea, so we're willing to try anything, and sometimes it works.
That's good. Well, hopefully, because I take it Nicole has not been on a recording yet,
No, not yet.
so hopefully you'll be able to get her on as well. What did you your musical knowledge, where did you actually, I know you said that the family music and everything was what first got you involved with everything, but with the other bands, I mean, do you guys like Little Wally stuff? Do you like Marion Lush stuff? Of course you're a big fan of Eddie B, I don't have to ask you that, but what kind of genre did you favor yourselves with? Because I gotta tell you something, you guys have a very unique sound and a very nice driving push behind you.
We take a little bit of everything.
Good.
I just think that that's important. You can learn something from everyone and kind of make it your own in your own little way, and everybody's got something to contribute.
Beautiful. Have you guys played any cruises? I know you've done festivals, but have you done any tours or any cruises or anything like that?
We haven't done any cruises, and the reason is I get motion sickness really bad, so I'm a little afraid to try that.
Me too.
Well, yeah, see? you finally hit Jerry's hot button. That was nice. We've been talking about that. Hey, we really should go on a cruise, because I've had the honor and the pleasure of performing on 4 of those with some different bands, Big Steve and the Bel Airs, the Trelltones, and of course the Dynatones, and Jerry and I have talked about it, but she's a little bit squeamish too when it comes to getting on a boat and it rocking and so on and so forth. Would you like to? I mean, I know they have, and I told her about this too, they have the Dramamine, or they have the patch that you can wear. Do you think you'd really like to go on a cruise if you were asked? If the band was
I would
asked?
do anything.
Would you?
I'm game for anything. Yeah.
Beautiful. And also, I can't believe that it's already 5:57 p.m. and you, of course, are on the East Coast right now, so it's the same time for you. You're not lagging behind an hour, but I can't believe that it's already there. And I do ask 2 more questions, and I think you know about that. What is your favorite breakdown story? Now, you guys have traveled a good bit, but what is your favorite breakdown story? Do you have one? Or a couple?
As when we're using our equipment, no. But seeing Bernie has all these great ideas, I'm going to pick on him a little bit.
Oh, good.
Our breakdown story does involve him.
Okay.
We were playing
now, Robyn, hold on. I'm not talking mental breakdown stories. I'm talking actual vehicle breakdown. I know Bernie, so I'm actually talking vehicle breakdown stories. But go ahead.
No, this will be a trailer breakdown
Okay,
story.
that's even better.
So we were playing in Seven Springs, and everybody else in the band wanted to fly because that's a haul from Minnesota to Pennsylvania. But Bernie says, I will take the gear because we're going to drive anyway, and I'll take it. I've got my trailer, and we can load everything up in there. No problem. Well, we believed him.
First wrong move, Robyn. Next.
So we're in Seven Springs, and this is the time before we had cell phones like we do now, where everybody can just shoot a text with an update.
Sure.
And so we're thinking, well, Bernie should be getting here by now. And 2 hours goes by, 4 hours goes by, 10 hours goes by. We're starting to sweat this out a little bit here. What happened was, and I don't know, I wasn't there, so I don't have the story completely right, but it was something to do with the wheel that got caught, or like the tire blew or something, and it got caught on the fender, and the fender bent the trailer up. And anyway,
ouch.
Bernie was sitting on the side of the road with 5 kids and a broken trailer full of our gear and a timeline, and we don't know any of this other than one of our guys isn't here and most of our gear isn't. So Peter is starting to panic. He's starting to talk to the other bands. Can we use your gear? Can we use your trumpet player? And he eventually made it with a little bit of time to spare and everything. But yeah, the trip from Minneapolis to Pennsylvania to Owatonna to Pennsylvania took I don't know, about 24 hours.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Holy smokes with that. And what is the farthest east that you guys have played? Was it Seven Springs in Champion, PA?
I think it was Rehoboth Beach.
Oh, okay. You guys have done Rehoboth.
Yep.
Beautiful. All right. And the very last question that I have for you, young lady, and again, Jerry and I have to thank you so much for taking the time away from family time with you and Peter. Please thank him very much. And you know what? We need to get him on at some point in the future for an interview. That would be kind of nice too, to hear his stories.
Yeah, he has a totally different story.
I know. I bet he does. Most definitely. So what would Robyn Mrozinski say to someone who wants to get involved in music? What advice would you give that person? Now, they could either be want to be a front man, they want to be a vocalist, they want to play an instrument. What advice would you give them?
I think it would be about 3 parts to it. First of all, never stop learning. No matter how much you know, there's always somebody who knows more. And you can even learn from people who haven't been doing this as long as you have. I mean, one of the best pieces of advice that I learned early on is even somebody who's just playing their first job, you can always learn something from them. Yeah. How they phrase something, a lick that they do, a key change that they do. There's always something to learn from everybody if you just keep your mind open enough.
Yeah, hear.
So it's just important to stay humble and always keep learning. I think it's important to also have other interests too. I mean, we're all very dedicated to polka music, but what we've learned is things that you learn from other areas, other hobbies in your life can bleed over into polkas, and things that you learn from polkas can be applied to your work life and your other hobbies and stuff. And I think it just helps make you a well-rounded person.
Good call and good point.
And then lastly, just keep having fun. If it stops being fun, it isn't worth it. And there's so much fun to be had with this.
Oh, ding, 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 ding. You hit a nerve. Because I haven't really played full time in probably about a good 6-7 years now. And I remember talking with Eddie at Seven Springs, and I think I mentioned this during Bernie's interview as well, or somebody's. I do remember that. I heard Eddie say, you know what, if all the music starts to sound the same, take a step back and take a little bit of a break. And then if you want to come back, you will. But don't be afraid if you don't want to. And that always stuck with me. And boy, I'll tell you, I love the music. I love the bands. But And you've heard a lot of people that are non-polka people come up to you and say, well, every song sounds the same. I'm sure you've had that.
Mm-hmm.
And, I had that for a while. And the thing is, you just have to be excited about the bands. Now, we are truly excited when we get a chance to hear bands like yourself, like the original TBC, which is now Frankie Lishka has the Blue Magic Band, which is also awesome. And the different groups, The Beat, which I know they're going to be hanging it up, or at least the old guys are with Mr. Michael Costa and Steven Gerrard. They're going to be kind of taking a back seat for a little bit due to family issues. I mean, they're now grandparents, so they really don't want to do a whole lot of traveling, which is totally understandable. But again, I agree that if it starts to get to be a job, you don't want to do it anymore.
Well, and we took a break for about 10 years.
Oh, you did?
We noticed, yeah, we did. From about 2012 to 2022, we noticed that we were starting to miss things with our kids. And we said,
bingo.
You never get that time back. So we just felt it was really important to take some time away from the band, raise our kids, make some good quality memories there. And then we got one that's married now, and Nicole's in college. And when she started showing some interest in it, and Craig Marsolik, he moved away for a little bit, and then he moved back. And we just said, well, maybe it's time to start up again. So we just started taking a couple jobs, and a couple jobs lead to more. And here we are.
Yeah, well, great deal. Hey, Robyn, again, I thank you very much. Thank Peter for us as well. For taking you away from him for the last half hour. But we can't thank you enough, and hopefully our paths are going to cross at some point this year. Jerry and I have been talking and kicking some things around. Boy, we'd love to do the Pulaski this year, or even Frankenmuth for Summer Music Fest, because it's been a while since I've been there. And Jerry, have you ever been to Frankenmuth?
I was there once with you when we first started dating.
That's right. With played with Frank Mrozinski.
Yes.
And friends. That's right. I do remember that.
That was the only time I was there. I'd love to go when you weren't working.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the thing too. Robyn, again, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Safe travels heading back to Minnesota, and God bless you, and we love you. That's all I can say.
Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure working with both of you.
Thanks again. Have a great, great week coming up.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. That, of course, is Robyn Mrozinski, and we've got a couple more songs here that we're going to be playing for you guys. The time is 6 minutes past the hour of 6 p.m., 18:06 for you military kids, and it is time to change. And here's a song by Twin Cities.
Autumn turns to winter, and then winter turns to spring. It's not just the seasons, it goes for everything. Clouds can turn to rains, and then it just might snow. You gotta take a lesson from Mother Nature, and if you do, when it's time to change, then it's time to change. Don't fight the tide, come along for the ride. Don't you see? When it's time to change, you've got to rearrange. Move your heart into what you're gonna be. Sha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, sha-na-na-na-na.
Oh, yeah, some great tunes here on Polkas After Dark. That's Twin City Sounds. And, of course, Robyn Mrozinski doing the vocal on that one. And a lot of them, as a matter of fact. You know, we've got an instrumental that we're going to be playing. And we did say, kids, that we are going to be calling it quits for the evening because everybody wants to get ready for the big game. I do want to thank a lot of people here in Facebook that we didn't get a chance to acknowledge, and that's Mary Lou Cerniak, Janice Dipiatic, Bobop is here, Mr. Kalisek, and his lovely wife Sue and Tim Lebinsky, Vincent Marie Sosnowski, of course, Daryl Welton is tuning in. Teresa Went. What did Teresa type down there?
She said she's known you forever, like 40 years, and you are one of the best musicians she has ever had the pleasure of growing up with.
Aw.
Never a dull moment, nor shall ever forget Cheese Face from the good old Brook State days.
Oh, wow. Man,
That's what she said.
Brook State. Holy smokes. And it's funny, growing up, no, we've never done that, so forget it. Nice of you
You're
to
still
say
the same
that, though,
age,
Teresa.
right?
Oh, yeah. We're very, very close.
Yeah.
Sarah Zalasko tuned in. Bob Gabalski is here, as well as Kathy Sargent. Edwin Ryeski. Ed, thank you so much. Sarah McKibben Lackey, she stopped in to say hi. Also, Paul and Delphine Kuhar. Melissa Simkowski, hello to you, Melissa. And we are definitely going to say hello to Mike Reel and Darlene and Michael. Well, I think Michael's not home.
Michael's in Texas.
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
he's gonna be catching the game someplace else. Hey, it looks like Amber Raymakers also stopped in here. Once again, Janice Dipiatic. She said, Dramamine really works on a cruise, Jerry.
So the first thing I did when I saw that is I started looking at a cruise.
See, there you go. And also Sophie Irene, good evening to you, young lady. Randy Kozlowski decided to join us. Jean Retka, hello to you. Of course, Chris Tansky, our Buffalo Polka Booster president. Vanessa Nemchek, again, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm trying to find that instrumental
Well,
tune.
while you do that, I'm going to
Yeah.
say hello to Pete and Val Scalvadon.
Yeah.
Ashley Torres joined us while we were in our interview.
Aha.
Eric Kurowski is here. Xander has popped in and out. I'm not sure if he's still with us, but hello to you.
He's getting his potato chips and snacks
I
ready.
know, I
Probably
need to-
pizza for the game. Yeah, well, that's
Right.
why we're going to be done right
Yes.
after this song. But go ahead. Who else do you have there?
We've got Evan Bozzarelli.
Oh yeah, Evan
And Wide
and
World
Vinny.
of Trains, but they're going to PM you later.
Okay,
I think
Or
that
text
I
us or
say hey
whatever.
to everybody that I'm supposed to.
good. Well, we are going to end the broadcast with another Twin City Sounds. It's a nice instrumental, and it is a tune called the Yo-Yo Polka. Hey, and make sure that you root for your favorite team tonight, whether it be the Eagles or whether it be the Chiefs. May the best team win, and good luck to both. And thanks for joining us. Good night, Chris Curtis. And you too, Tina. Hey, as Jerry and I always say at this time of the show, we thank you very much for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car,
Thanks for the ride.
you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. We love you guys. Have a fun week. Go Eagles.